Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for staying with us, and we apologize for that tiny glitch that we did have just now. But we are ready to talk green hydrogen, and in an effort to ensure that Namibia is ready to develop its green hydrogen industry and related human resources capabilities, Namibians are awarded scholarships to learn, conduct research, and upskill. Now, this program was designed to ensure an output of trained Namibians who are fit for the green hydrogen energy project. So with more details here this morning, we are joined, that is, by one of the executives of the project or the program, Mr. Joseph Mukendwa, as well as one of the recipients of this scholarship, that is Mr. Frank Mungunda. Gentlemen, a very good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are we feeling? All sorts of energy.
Yeah.
No, certainly.
That's good. All right, I'm going to start off with you, Mr. Mukendwa. First of all, congratulations on your new role. And I think maybe if you can just give Namibians here an overview this morning of what your role really details, or, primary responsibilities. What are they?
Oh, okay, no, thank you. But perhaps before I go into responding to your question, it's also just important to highlight the Namibian nation, where the aspirations for Namibia's industrialization actually come from.
Okay,
these are enshrined in Vision 2030, the various National Development Plan, and also the Harambee Prosperity Plans. But more specifically, Harambee Prosperity Plan 2, that was launched by the late president, focused on green hydrogen as a means for us to decarbonize, not only for ourselves, but also to assist our global efforts, but also as a way to contribute to the socio-economic development of the country. So essentially, that is how the Green Hydrogen Program came to being. In that regard, the Namibia Green Hydrogen Program was established, and it's a program under the Ministry of Mines and Energy as a way to catalyze the industrialization of Namibia in as far as green hydrogen is actually concerned. So you may have seen recently in the media that there were 7 executives that were appointed to the Namibia Green Hydrogen Program. So yes, we are quite excited about those appointments because the executives bring a wealth of experience and expertise to come and support this initiative, this very noble and ambitious initiative in as far as green hydrogen is concerned. So my role, down to your question, I'm actually responsible for policy planning and strategy. I work together with the commissioner or the head of the program to devise our strategic plan and ensure its execution as well. And on top of that, and this is why I'm actually here this morning together with Frank, I'm responsible for the skills development component of the green hydrogen industry.
Fantastic. Yeah. We wish you all the best, in the future roles and everything else that's going to come out here. Over to you, Mr. Mungunda. Also, congratulations on, your scholarship that you have obtained. I think if we could only start, in terms of the benefits for you as a beneficiary, what does this mean for you?
I would say that this is quite exciting for me personally, but the meaning about this is bigger than me. That's what I think, yeah. And we think that being the first group that is joining this program and about now to go overseas to Germany for more skill development and capacity building, I'm very excited. So I'm taking this as an opportunity where I can gain so much in this new industry so that we can come back and put back into the nation. So I am looking at this besides just me. But I'm very excited. I'm excited. It's new. It's sometimes a bit scary and so on. But yeah, we're coping with it.
That's good. I actually wanted to ask you, what is your background before now this new journey that you're going to venture on, or having to now go into a new industry, for example? What was your background?
I'm actually a geochemist by profession. So I did chemistry and geology, and after that, I was doing a bit of consultancy in that field.
I see.
But the main thing that I'm busy now is running a tutorial center that focuses on mathematics and science on the youth from grade 8 to grade 12. So that's kind of linking into this scholarship program, and I'm excited.
Ties in quite well, hey?
Yes,
what is it that you do not do? Maybe I should ask that. Back to you, Mr. Mukendwa. If we're just talking about green hydrogen, there's still a lot of skepticism, okay? And I'm happy that you guys are here, and the more education the more we educate our nation, the better.
Yes.
So if we just talk about, the benefits of green hydrogen, just, we talk economically, economically, socially, you know, what are we talking about here?
Okay, no, thanks. And you're spot on in terms of there's a lot of awareness that we need to create as the program. What we will definitely be embarking to do for the remainder of the year is engaging various stakeholders and just, you know, articulating what green hydrogen is and what this actually means for the country. And also the various stakeholders actually have a role to play in ensuring that we actually succeed. This is not something that we as the program or the Ministry of Mines and Energy can do alone. We need all the key stakeholders, that is government, private sector, development agencies, you know, the communities as well need to come on board in that regard. So when you talk about the impact that green hydrogen is likely to have, I think we can start by looking at environmentally. We know that there is this push for decarbonization. We know that there are net zero targets by 2050, and the demand for green hydrogen and its derivatives is just going to soar going forward. And I think Namibia is positioned very well, just given the endowment of natural resources that we have in sun and wind, to be able to actually fill the demand-supply gap. So that is the one on the environmental side. But socially and also from an economic point of view, there is research that has been carried out. The Namibia Green Hydrogen and Derivative Strategy actually highlights that there's going to be massive contribution towards Namibia's GDP. That is one. And also it's going to create employment. Indications are that by 2050, we could potentially see an additional 600,000 jobs being created in Namibia. We know that our country is struggling in as far as unemployment is concerned. Namibia has got one of the highest inequalities measured by the Gini coefficient. So again, the green hydrogen program will go a long way in ensuring that we address some of those challenges.
Mr. Mungunda, you did mention that, you know, we're coming back after, it is a 6-month program.
Yes.
Correct. You're going to Germany. When you come back, you know, obviously you want to be a better citizen and you want to come apply what you've studied. How are you planning on doing that?
Yeah, the program is actually a master's program over 2 years. So it's a sandwich program between the University of Namibia and Germany. So in those 2 years, the 6 months is the mobility program that you go over to Germany for the exposure, the different skills, what you can pick up from either in the industry or academically. So I'm going over that side on the academic side. So I'm doing the master's in chemistry on the renewable energy. So I'm set to go to Karlsruhe. It's a very small town in Germany. So it's called the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology. It's ranked number 3 in Germany, quite a very prestigious university, and I'm excited to you know, go and learn so much. And what makes this even better is my local supervisor from the University of Namibia, Professor Daniel Leekes. He has been there at that university for about a year. So he was looking at water treatment. And he knows me from my undergraduate, and we've always been in touch. And I was asking around his research on that side, because they were already following a program between UNAM and that particular university. And he said to me, you know, I'm doing this, and I was trying to see how can we bring in the green hydrogen in what he is doing in water treatment. And so my main focus in Germany would be to see the production of hydrogen through different membranes that we was already studying one side, so we're going to add another part to that as well. So I'm having a co-supervisor on that side, Professor Richards, and I think I'm excited to meet him as well. I've heard a lot of great stuff from Prof. Daniels as well, so that will be my role there. But coming back to your question, to what I'm going to add back here is in the industry itself, you know, it's when we're starting off here, I would like to play my role as to all the skills that I've acquired there to put it back into that. And beyond that, in terms of what we're doing for the youth, and to bring down that how should I put it now, that knowledge that we've gained there to grassroots level. So imagine you having an electrolyzer already at grade 8, grade 9 level. And these kids can already see the separation of these molecules from the hydrogen to the oxygen, and what are some of the things that you can improve to make this efficient and so on. So that's what I'm excited about. And being a co-founder of this academy along with my wife, she's quite well educated in the education sector. So good. She'll be running on that side. Well, I'll be running in the infrastructure and, you know, moving with the setting up of this in the south. And what makes it so special is I'm a son from the south, so I'm coming from Marintal, and you know, it connects deeper than just this, So when you are standing over those grounds at Type, and you can see that, you know, this boy from Sarakaibes is now having this opportunity. It just sometimes makes me emotional, but that's what I feel like I can bring back to give the people of the South hope again in this regard.
Oh, look at you inspiring people here.
No, very much. If I may just sort of add, and I think Frank's story is just an amazing one. Yes,
yeah, definitely.
So it really speaks to the scholarships, the interventions that we've actually put in place, and maybe just to highlight for the viewers out there is that Frank is but one of many recipients of the scholarships. So it's part of cohort 1 that was finalized last year sometime. So we have about 63 master's students. 63 master's students. So some of them are going overseas to Germany, and others are actually going to be engaged at our local universities of higher learning, or institutions of higher learning or universities. And then we also had 30 TVET students that we also supported. So you'd think that, or you'd imagine that, in as far as skills development is concerned, we're going to require skills at all the different levels to ensure that we can actually successfully implement this green hydrogen strategy. So that was cohort 1, and now we just recently completed cohort 2, and the support was actually being provided by the German federal government, where we've actually also identified about 90 students, in addition to the 93 that we supported last year, or that SASCO through the German government supported last year. So 90 students are also going to be enrolled at various institutions.
And they've already been, the 90 has been picked, no?
Yeah, the 90 has been picked. So the process ran up until end of December last year. And this time around, we then focused a lot more on the TVET side of things. So 60 of the recipients are going to be in TVET, and then the 30 is going to be master students.
Oh, wow. You guys are really doing the most, hey? So just while we're at it now, okay, fine. Here, another, young Namibian is listening to you here this morning. Now they've missed another opportunity. Does this mean they can look forward to similar opportunities in the future?
No, certainly. I mean, what I mentioned earlier, if you look at the number of employment opportunities that are going to be created, indications that it's going to be north of 600,000 new jobs by 2050, we are going to need to train a lot of Namibians. It could be, the youth, number one, but also we have some of our populace that have the skills, they just need to be reskilled. So there's going to be a lot of training of Namibians to ensure that they can actually deliver in that regard. So opportunities are definitely going to come. Wow. We are busy finalizing and putting together a comprehensive skills development strategy together with key ministries. Obviously, like the Ministry of Higher Education is going to be key in that regard, as well as other key players. So I think it's just a matter of watching the space. One thing that we'll definitely do is we will be communicating with various stakeholders on all of these initiatives that we're actually going to implement.
Okay, fantastic. That also says a lot. All right, so we are actually out of time, and I am going to allow you to just leave us with your last thoughts and words, starting off with you, Mr. Mugunda, and then you, sir.
Yeah, I would just like to thank the Namibian nation for, especially NBC, to provide this opportunity. As an educator and a scientist, I'm excited, and I hope that, with this scholarship that we got now can just bring another hope to the rest of the nation out there. And I'm happy that we could inspire, empower, and hopefully transform young minds, and also to be able to have this platform where we can work together for the same goal. Because according to me, the energy crisis here, it's affecting everybody. So if we can preserve Mother Nature by, having to acquire different skills, knowledge, then let's do that. And let's do this together as a team. So I would say teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes.
That's what we can
Wow,
do.
Frank just stole the words out of my mouth. Yes, but I think essentially it's that this is a collaborative effort, but we also recognize that a lot of people don't know what green hydrogen is about and the opportunities that it presents. Hence the commitment that we've made to ensure that we go out and create awareness and engage the various stakeholders, because they have a role to play for us to realize the dream for Namibia to become, industrialized in this regard.
Most definitely. Guys, it was so nice having you in studio. I think there was like music to my ears here. All the best with, in your individual, roles and so on. All the best.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
There you have it. We're talking some great stuff here this morning pertaining to that is the Green Hydrogen Scholarship Program, as we've had in the studio here that is executive of the Namibia Green Hydrogen Scholarship Program. That's Mr. Joseph Mukendwa, and the recipient, one of the recipients, that is Mr. Frank Mungunda, talking to us about, what the program entails and also, benefits of green hydrogen and going forward, and also pretty much how they aim on, upskilling Namibians, young Namibians, and so forth. And remember, it can always be you. So keep your ears and eyes on the ground for the next round. We'll be back.